Karma clap.
And welcome back to Gorgeous Pandemonium. I'm Gabrielle.
And I'm Charissa. We're so excited to have you join us for another episode where we dive into the big things, the little things, and all the gorgeous chaos in between.
So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's get into it. We're on
All right.
episode
15.
15.
Bow, bow, bow.
Bow, bow, bow.
We're old enough to get our permits now, you know?
Oh my gosh, that's true. Look at us go.
Yeah.
What permits do we need?
Seriously.
Permits to be awesome.
Yeah, we don't need a permit for that.
Okay, so I think I meant to talk to you about this before we started. So sorry. But I feel like this is like my MO. Is I'll wait until we're recording and then just kinda throw things at you and see how you
It's
handle it.
fine. I love it. You like my live reactions. It's fine.
I do like your live reaction. I'm here for those reactions. So, I think and I could be wrong because I haven't listened to the episodes from the past couple of weeks,
Okay.
since the day they came out. So, my bad. But I believe when we recorded one of them when we
Uh-huh.
recorded it twice, we talked about how we are now streaming on all things, but we only did it in the one recording that we didn't air.
We
So
did.
here we are with our main announcement. Here's you guys, we're not just on Spotify anymore. We love Spotify still, but we're
We're expanding.
expanding. We're at Apple Podcasts and Amazon Music and iHeartRadio and Good Pods. Is
Uh-huh.
that what it's called? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
goodpods.com. It's like Goodreads, is that what it's called?
Mhm. Yep.
But for podcasts, which is super cool. So if you guys go on it, like, you can rate us and make little notes and stuff and share it with your friends, which hopefully you're doing anyways. Hopefully you're sharing us with people that you love and that you think would vibe with us.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Those are
yeah.
pretty great, so
Yeah. I
yeah.
yeah. Um, so I'm gonna toot our horn a little bit because I feel like
Toot
we
toot.
haven't done that in a minute as a podcast. Like, individually, our horns are constantly tooted for each other. That sounds
Yes.
weird.
Love it.
Oh,
It's okay, though.
mm, but let's toot the podcast horn, shall we?
Yes.
We are currently with streams and downloads on all platforms, including Spotify, our main, right? Our total on time, we're at 477
Sorry, 477, you say streams?
streams and downloads across all of our platforms that we're on. So we
Nice.
are
Oh my gosh.
23 away from 500. And I think that when we hit 500, we should probably, like, buy a cake. We're gonna go to Dairy Queen and Baskin Robbins when we hit 500 followers. But
Yeah,
once we
yeah.
hit the 500 streams, we should definitely you should get a Dr. Pepper and I'll get myself a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
We should celebrate with a soda pop.
Our favorite drinks.
Yes!
I
Hey,
love it. I'm here for it.
you sent me that TikTok.
Yes, I did.
I'm not gonna lie, I had it playing on repeat. Diet Coke.
In the morning, I know I just woke up, but I don't give a fuck.
Oh, it's no joke. I just loved it. It was a total bop the whole time.
I know, I'm like, I need
Yeah.
one for Dr. Pepper now. Come on.
Do you follow Dr. Pepper? Because they have stuff like that all the time, I think.
I do follow them, I think. I've seen some of their I I haven't looked at their account recently, but there was at one point that I looked at their account and I was like, I feel like their marketing team is just like a 20-year-old dude who's like, I'm just gonna open cans of soda in different areas of my house. That's like most of their videos are just so like the camera's right here facing them, just So, the camera is facing their hands, like, there's no face or anything in it,
Right.
just opening a can of soda, sometimes pouring it in a glass, sometimes just straight up behind the camera drinking it, and I'm like, "What is this?"
That's
I mean, Dr. Pepper
ridiculous.
basically sells itself, right? But
It does, it
I'm like,
does.
"This is can I have this job?" Like
Like, I drink it enough. But I think the difference is that, like, with Diet Coke, it has a different type of person that is following that is so
uh
addicted. Because you have your Dr. Pepper people, like you, your husband, my boyfriend, and then
mhm,
you have Diet Coke people, like me and my mom
mhm,
and my sister.
mhm.
We're just we go so well next to each other. We go so well at the same table,
Mhm.
but, like, we will write ballads about our beverage. You guys just wanna have a good time and, like, bop to someone else doing it.
Sure.
Unless
I
unless you feel
mean
that that is a challenge, in that case, I triple dog dare you
I
to make a
did
ballad.
make some sort of ballad in one of the episodes that you didn't get to that part, the one that we redid. What?
About Dr. Pepper?
Yeah. Yeah, you had stepped away to get a Dr. Pepper, and so I sang you a song about it's a total it is a song, and I replaced the words with something about
Oh
Dr. Pepper, I
my.
don't remember, but
So you didn't go to a piano and make a
no,
full-on bop by
I
yourself
don't know
about
how to
Dr.
play the
Pepper?
piano, no.
Well,
Oh, what?
Dr. Pepper person. Diet Coke person. I'm not, by the way, claiming that I am the one that wrote that bop at all. I'm just saying that the
Do you even
fella
know how to play the piano?
I do, and the
Oh,
guitar.
I knew about the guitar. I
Yeah.
used to play the guitar. I can play "Smoke on Water."
Can you?
Yeah,
I
I
can
mean, like, the
play
main part.
I can play, mm, now I can't even think it's a Lifehouse song.
Oh, nice. I love
Yeah,
Lifehouse. I
yeah.
used to be able to play multiple there was an Avril Lavigne song I could play and sing. It was really awesome, but then I stopped. I just remember my, my uncles were in a band. I don't know if they still are, but they were in a band, and they've always played music together and just sat and rocked out together, and, like, my dad will join them every once in a while, and after my grandma had passed, we were, like, spending a whole bunch of time this was, like, forever ago. We were
Mhm.
spending a whole bunch of time together at one of my uncle's, and I just grabbed, like one of my nephews had, like, a little baby guitar, and I just grabbed it and played "Smoke on Water," and I don't know, maybe they were drunk, but they thought it was the funniest thing ever.
I looked up what it is because I couldn't remember the tune and the lyrics, just not the name. It's "Everything" by Lifehouse is what
Nice. I
I
love Lifehouse. They're
you
so
know,
good.
they were, it was actually I learned it in high school because it was mine and my ex's song.
Oh, fun.
So precious. Freaking young love, man.
For real, oh my
I
god.
can't believe. Okay, so weirdest part of this whole moment of Lifehouse and that song Everything and that person,
Mhm.
dude, that was, like, 15 years ago. I don't know
That's
how that's possible because in my mind, I am still, like, 26, not
mhm.
33.
Yep.
Like
Yeah. No, I know, I
and
was
half the
talking to
time I
my
just
oldest.
graduated yesterday, so
Yeah. I know, it's so insane. I was talking to my oldest and talking about how I graduated 14 years ago, and I was like, "Oh god,
it's
14 years
weird.
ago? That's
It's so
insane."
weird.
And oh my gosh, so my oldest has this thing in school that they are learning about, 9/11, and they
Mhm.
have to, ask someone in our family, like, questions about, like, where they were when it happened, how they found out about it, stuff like that. But one of the caveats is you had to have been, at least in 6th grade or older to be able to, like, truly talk about it, and I'm like, "Okay, that's fair." Like, I wasn't in 6th grade.
You were in 2nd, right?
I think I was in 3rd. Reason of me even starting the that conversation was to tell you that my oldest teacher was not alive during 9/11. That's
Hold
how
on.
young they are.
Hold on. That doesn't seem legal. Hold on one second. So, because to be a teacher, you have to go to school for, oh, it's like 7 years, right? No,
I
not
don't
even
know.
that. Not even that for elementary school.
I'm not sure. I
How
don't know
old
the
is
time.
said teacher?
I don't know. I mean, the oldest they could be with that conversation is 24,
20. Hold on,
23,
because it
'cause it
was
was 24 years
it was
ago.
2001 that it happened. It was 2001 that it happened? Oh my lord.
Uh-huh. Yep, yeah. And I'm like,
That
"That's
doesn't seem
insane."
right.
Mm,
Time is an illusion.
it
That's it.
is. It
It's not
really
real.
is.
It's not
It
real.
really is. Yeah.
'Cause there's no fucking way that I'm that old. I mean, I'm not that
I
old.
mean,
I
you're
mean, I'm
not that old, but
33, but, like,
yeah.
it just doesn't
Uh-huh.
seem right that there are
It does
people
not.
who have careers that weren't alive when that happened,
That are full-ass adults.
that are full-ass adults.
Mm. I mean, I get that. I mean, my youngest sister was a year when that happened, and yeah,
Hold on.
is gonna be 25 here soon. It's crazy.
Ho I don't know if my youngest sister was alive when that happened. I don't think she was.
Dang.
Hold on. Mm-mm. I don't think she was.
You know, I used to laugh at people that were like, "I don't fucking know how old I am. How old am I?" And I'm like, "That's me now." And I'm like, "Wait, my siblings are how old are all of us now?" I don't
Oh, I have to math it out because, like, I know with my brother, I'm 6 years older than he is. That's how I know that my boyfriend is only 1 year older than he is. And
Do
my
you always remember how old he is though? Because I know how far apart my siblings and I are, but then I always forget
oh,
all
no,
of
I
our
have to math
ages.
it out every time.
Oh, okay.
Every time I have to math it out. I'm like, well, if I'm this age, that means you have to be this age." Oh,
That's
that's
fair. I could
weird.
just math from my sister's age 'cause that's the easiest. Because she was born in 2000, so she is what the year is, and I'm 7 years older than her.
And I'm 8 years older. I'm 8 years her senior.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Oh,
funny.
yeah.
That's
Yep.
crazy. How is that possible? Oh, that freaks me out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know, it's so weird.
Hmm. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Now that we went down that spiral,
Mhm. Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, I have my handy dandy.
Glimmery Mermaid Notebook.
Nope.
Bing, bing.
Okay, so this week is topics.
Topics.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
My topic this week is and I'm a little I just think it's so sad how there is, like, such a big well, I don't even wanna say this, I guess. So, we we as individuals, as people, but especially as women or people with uteruses and or who choose to be parents are not set up for success, and that makes me so sad. Like, there's and I can't speak for everybody, right? I mean, obviously, living in Utah with a very big religious following, it is almost I mean, it is, it's an expectation that, once you're an adult, like, literally once you're 18, like, "Hey, when are you having those kids? When are you starting your life? When are you giving" when are you doing that? Um, and but it's like there's no first off, there's not a lot of preparation of, like, what the fuck that entails, how different it's gonna make your life, but then also with where we're at affording, like, being able to afford life, you can't, and generally both people in the household have to work full time, and, like, it just I don't know. I feel like I'm talking a little bit in circles here. So, like, for example, um, m my job, we have the ability to work from home. Our whole company almost is work from home, which is super, super nice. And something that I am seeing a lot, is I know that not all companies have continued that. Obviously, having the whole company go that way was kind of like a COVID thing. But a lot of companies have come back from that and like made people come in office. But we haven't. It's actually done really well for our business, which is really nice. But what I'm seeing as a people leader is I have a lot of people who are stay-at-home moms and are like, "Oh my god, I can have this job that I work from home and I have my kids at home with me." And it's not it. Like, you can't balance those 2 things. You can't give yourself fully to those 2 things. But also, we can't afford daycare or childcare, and, some of these moms are single moms and or, just I mean, their significant others are off, being the breadwinners, doing these big, heavy jobs or whatever. Um, but it's just like, I don't know. It's like that in itself as a people leader is a really hard conversation to have, especially as a mother myself and as someone who, I mean, I think I've shared on here, I've had my daughter home with me. I did have my kids in daycare for a little while. And then we moved when we were able to buy a house. And we moved far enough away from our daycare that we were like, okay, we, can't continue going there. It's not worth the commute to go there. And I was like, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. Like, I'm just gonna keep her home with me. It's just one child. Like, am not like taking customer phone calls all day or whatever. Like, it's gonna be fine. And this was just over 2 years ago. And let me tell you, it has been a long ass 2 years. And it's been really hard because since we have moved out here and gotten ourselves a house payment, we can't afford childcare. And especially like we thought we were paying a good amount for childcare before. It's so much more now, so much more. Um, and so like having these conversations with people, I'm like, I feel that I've been in that, but I don't know. I don't know. It just makes me sad because even like my company, I will say, like, we do have a pretty good maternity leave or I mean, parental leave. Like, it doesn't matter mother or father or what parent, we have a pretty good leave. But for people to still come back and have to try to work a full job while having a baby home with them. And not only do they have a baby home with them and they're working because they're trying to afford life and them and if they have a partner, their partner's also working, but also we expect these individuals to just not have postpartum depression or figure it out and work through it, get over it, because guess what? Society doesn't care, I guess. Like, there's just it's like it's just such a big topic, I feel like, and it makes me so sad, and there needs to be so much around it, like, so much more around it. There needs to be so much more education and preparation before having kids, so many more options around it, and so much more support when you're in it. Because even just hearing, like, other countries have way better support than we do. You and I have talked about this before. But that's I mean, that's my soapbox today, is it just makes me so mad and so sad and so many emotions.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm so glad that you said that you brought up other countries and how they handle maternity leave and paternity leave and stuff like that. So, Bulgaria and Estonia, um, are cited as having some of the best maternity and paternity leave policies. Bulgaria offers 58.6 weeks of paid leave at 90% of the mother's salary.
that's crazy,
Estonia,
that's over a year.
that's oh, yeah. Estonia provides a total of 86 weeks of parental leave, including 20 weeks of paid maternity leave.
That's crazy.
It's not crazy. Bulgaria and Estonia understand that we are
That's fair.
human.
It's
It's
not.
not
Mhm.
crazy.
It's sad that that feels crazy.
Although women were mothers, because I say women very loosely here, just so everyone knows. Like,
Mhm.
I'm not gendering, I'm talking about the mother, like and the mother as in my
The
mind, when I
person
say
who
mother, I am thinking of there is the maiden, the mother, and the crone, the 3 parts of life for everyone. The maiden is before life hits you, right? The mother is when you take on and you start creating. Then there's the crone, which is the wise one, right? It's n in my mind, it's not gendered. It's
Mhm.
just these parts of life, right? Okay, so when you go from being in the maiden phase to the mother phase, you are still a warrior 90% of the time, but you still come home, you have a child, you raise said child for a while before you go back, and you like, women were treated so, so differently back then. Like, and granted, this is before, that whole, the whole patriarchy thing started. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but, like, my point is that women and, humans with uteruses were once looked at as the goddesses that they are. Unfortunately, not everywhere still sees them that way, and unfortunately, this country is not one of the places that see them that way.
Mhm.
We are more so seen as cattle or the equivalent, which is why they expect us to be able to push out a human being, a completely healthy human being with bare minimum healthcare access,
Mhm.
perfectly healthy, pop it out and be able to work within weeks at full capacity because we are less than human to
Yep.
the government, unfortunately.
Mm.
And
Yep.
if you are one of the people who are, I'm going to put this in parentheses, lucky enough to not have experienced that in this life, that is incredible. I'm happy that you didn't have to go through that. But at the same time, fuck that belief because we should not, no one should have to feel this way. Like,
100%.
and I'm so glad that you got a silver spoon in your mouth and other people didn't. Like, that fucking sucks for the other people, but good for you.
Mhm.
This conversation's not meant for you. Sorry, but
No, yeah, 100%.
oh shit, Norway offers 49 weeks at 100% pay or 59
Mm.
weeks at 80% with a portion reserved for fathers. Sweden provides 480 days of parental leave that can be shared between the parents, with 390 days paid at 80% of the salary. The UK offers 39 weeks of paid leave with tiered pay rates. It's literally just us, I feel.
Literally,
It's because
literally.
we're not looked at as human, and that's really
No.
shitty.
No, it's I remember so mm, my first team when I first became, um, at the level that I'm at, people leader, um, I had this team and I worked with new hires at the time, and we were like a weekend and we were or like we weren't even a weekend, I don't even remember, but we were like in the first week of this group being together and these people coming and working for my company or for the company. And one of the people on the team made a comment about like having a newborn. And I was like, what do you mean you have a newborn? And she was like, "Oh, I gave birth like last Thursday." And I was like, "Last Thursday? Like started your job 4 days ago and you gave birth a week ago?" "Yeah, I did. What I have to do to survive." And I'm like, "What?" Like just it's so shitty. So shitty. I don't know. It just and this idea out there too that we have to have children, which I know not like, I feel like we're getting well, I was gonna say we're getting to a better point. I guess it depends on where you're at. Some people are getting to a better point of accepting that, and some people are not because like you're saying, like, that's our purpose on Earth, right? Is to recreate and repopulate and continue this going, and, like, no,
Do you know how often I get asked if I'm going to have children?
I'm sure way too often.
Way too often. And what's shitty is that for society and the people that ask such a question, it doesn't matter what my marital status is at this point.
Mhm.
First of all, holy shit, did I fuck up for getting a divorce? According to society, I am.
Shame on you.
How dare I?
Mhm.
And second of all, how dare I not have kids yet?
Uh-huh.
And how
Yeah.
dare I say that I'm completely content without them?
But but you might get bored. But how is
But
your life gonna be fulfilled?
who
Who's
is
gonna
going to
take
take
care of
care
you?
of you when you're old?
Yes.
A
That is
fucking nursing
such
home.
a big one. That's not why you have children.
That is not why you had
None of
children.
these reasons that
That's
people
oh,
ask you. You're fucking bored? Let's bring a human life into the world. That's a great answer.
your marriage is rocky. Just have a baby, it'll bring you 2
Save the
closer
marriage but
together?
yeah, yeah,
Absolutely
yeah,
not.
mhm.
But
Tried
the
that.
whole, like,
Mhm.
"Oh, good for you." I love what happened.
Me
Like,
too.
sorry, let me well,
Love where
yeah,
we're
because
at
I
now.
mean, I love where we're at now.
Yeah.
Don't love how, everything went down, but
Yeah.
I love you. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up.
I love you. I was not offended by that at all.
Damn, okay.
But no, it's seriously like,
Yeah.
even myself having 2 children, I get asked all the time, "Well, when are you gonna have your next one? Want don't you want more, though? You only have 2." "Only?" First off,
Do
do you know
you
how
know
much
how expensive that is?
that's what I was gonna say. I think oh, I don't remember. I heard this recently. Having, I think, 3, maybe 4 children nowadays, expense-wise, is compared to having 10 children 30 years ago.
So when they were
Like
raising us, they could have had 10
yeah,
for the price of 3.
yeah, 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 mhm, that's like,
That's disgusting.
it's so when it's also, like, it's such an invasion of someone's privacy and their life, and because first off, like, you don't know, maybe this individual has been trying to have children and hasn't been able to, and
Mhm.
because 'cause I've heard those stories too, right? Every time someone asks and you're just like, "Yeah, like, that's such a hurtful question." And, like, w why are you out here asking people these questions? Like, why do we feel that we have access to these, like, personal questions and parts of people's lives?
Well, and that's what's so, so shitty is, like, I don't think a lot of people sorry, to speak to what you're saying, I don't think a lot of people who haven't gone through not being able to conceive easily
Mhm.
understand. Like, they don't
Not at all.
understand it, so it doesn't even phase them to ask.
Mhm.
So they just ask. It like, it gets awkward for a split second, but they're like, "Oh, it's fine." But what they don't realize is that when you ask someone who is actively trying and trying in secret because they know that their body can't or hasn't been able to in the past, they don't know the damage that they're causing.
Mhm.
I realized I'm not ready. I don't know if I'll ever be ready. I don't want that. I'm doing this because it's what is expected of me. Like,
Mhm.
I don't want this anymore. Like, I don't even know if I ever did want this for myself.
Mhm.
And with that being said, when that shifted, I know that that change was different for a lot of people because they saw me as someone who was going to be a mom and I was going to be an awesome mom. And I totally think I could have been an awesome mom,
Absolutely.
but I think I'm a better aunt and I think I want to be an aunt.
Mhm.
Like, that's for the life that I want for myself. Like, if anything were to happen to any of my friends who have children and their spouses or their
Yeah.
significant others, I would gladly step in for those kids. That's totally fine. Like, I would do that in a heartbeat. Like, I've told a few of my friends already, like, "If you need me, if you don't want them to go to this person or this person, let me know,
Mhm.
and I will make sure that I am in a space at all times to take over for you." Like, freak accidents, of course. And I
Yeah.
don't wish anything ill on any of my
Oh,
friends or
yeah, yeah,
family,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but, like, I will always be there. I will always be an option for people because these kids, like, I can be the cool aunt that they I can be the cool aunt, like the aunts on Practical Magic that take in the kids and raise them and have chocolate cake for breakfast. Like,
Yes.
that would be the type of guardian I would be. But, like and I'm content with that. Like, I'm not even content I'm ecstatic with that. And, like but a lot of people just see that and they're like, "Oh, that's really sad." Is it though? Because while you guys are stuck with bedtimes and dirty diapers, I get to sleep in on a Saturday,
Mhm.
and I don't have to hide my snacks.
No.
Like, I don't have to sneak ice cream after dark. I could
Mhm.
go to the freezer anytime and be like, "Mm." I mean, I'd have to
And
get
open
ice
it
cream.
as loud as you want.
Uh-huh. Not really, because the cats will try and eat my snacks.
That's fair, that's fair. There's so many times that I'm like, "Ugh," to open it really quick. But it also, like, to turn it back though, how
Mhm.
sad for you, for these other people, right? How sad for you that you feel your life has no purpose without another human being, that you feel like you're gonna get bored because you don't have this little person to take care of, and I say that lightly with quotations, right? Because they especially, like, depending upon who is asking, right? It's generally one person in relationships, the person who had the children, that takes care of them.
Yep.
And everyone does that differently. And it just, yeah, that's children or not. And also, one of the things that I say now when people are like, well, I mean, I have multiple reasons for not wanting more children. But when people ask now, I'm like, look at the country. Look at what we are living in. I'm scared for the children that I have and what their future holds. I
Mhm.
don't want to bring more children into this until we can I mean, not until because I don't want more children, but if I did, I wouldn't want to at this point because,
The world that
like,
we live in.
it's seriously it's terrifying, and that's another thing too, is people don't realize being a parent is and I understand in some aspects, like, this is a privilege for me to be able to say this, right? But it's fucking terrifying. It is exhausting how terrifying it is. I literally just had to have a conversation with my oldest about how we're not allowing them to play certain video games anymore because these video games are all over the internet right now for actively not protecting children and just letting these terrible spaces and platforms and whatever take place well known because there's also a whole bunch of videos out there that are parents warning other parents or just people being like, "Hey, I'm an adult that has played this game and I was uncomfortable. Don't let your kids play this." It's terrible. And it like there's so much. So, yeah, there's so much out there. I don't know.
I am not a parent, and I am horrified for all of my nieces and nephews, like, biological and unbiological, like, I'm
Mhm.
horrified for all of them because exactly what you're saying. The world is horrifying. Having the internet is a blessing and a curse, right? It's
100%, yeah.
like we have
Yeah.
all of this access to this information, and now we also have the access to know what's been happening the whole time when we were kids. When
Mhm.
when all of these things, like,
When
we're gonna get
children get on there
and
not fully
and
knowing.
not fully knowing, and it it's a disgusting place, in all honesty, like, it I am not a prude, as everyone here knows, I'm sure by now. I am no prude, but when it comes to children, it is disgusting what some parents will let their kids just have at,
100%, yeah.
because they're, "Oh, well, they're gonna learn about it eventually." Fuck that shit, they should be learning about it at home, not
In
on
a
the internet,
safe environment.
not
Because
while
that
they're being
yeah,
groomed.
yeah, yeah,
Because that
mhm,
is something that is makes me so angry because 90% of these people that have approached me about having kids even now are the same people who do not monitor their children like they should, because and I'm not saying you have to be a helicopter parent. You don't have to be a helicopter parent to be an involved enough parent to know that your child
mhm,
is getting into trouble, and by trouble, I don't mean something like hanging out with the wrong group of kids and putting out firecrackers. I'm
mhm,
talking about pedophiles that are grooming your children acting like they're not.
mhm, yep,
Like, are you kidding me? I can't. I
yeah,
can't. And maybe that's also part of why I'm not a parent, because the universe knew that my child would be such an outcast because they would have no technology ever until they're 45, until they're older
I
than I am right now.
no, I feel that, but it's also, like, it's so hard because, I mean, as you know, my oldest has a phone, and the reason that we did that well, I say we, the reason I did that, it was my choice, it was me. Um, well, anyway, it started out with, like, a watch, moved to a phone, whatever, whatever. The reason that we did that is so that I could track them and see where they are
Uh-huh,
because I'm so terrified
uh-huh,
of them going to school and not coming home one day.
uh-huh.
And, I mean, granted, every kid has phones now, right? So I'm totally aware that, I mean, obviously, that would be something that would be looked for, but I just, like, or even walking to their friend's house. Like, you and I drove out where I grew up decently recently and talked about how far I used to walk to meet some friends, and they
Yeah,
were like, "Oh my god, I could not imagine my children walking that far. Hell no. I am not okay. Like, I'm barely okay with my children walking to their school, and it's literally in my neighborhood. Like, I can see their
right,
school from
but
my house, right?
yeah,
It just
but, like, it's more than a hop, skip, and jump.
that's yeah, it is. But it's just like this world is so terrifying, and it's so frustrating because people downplay it too. Like,
Mhm,
I was on Facebook and there was this group for, like, my city that I don't know, I guess there's just groups and people have, like, post about random things happening in the city or whatever. Um, and I had seen all of these random posts, and I was out in my neighborhood, with my youngest, and we were walking, and we were across the street from my house, and I had to run back in my house, so I grabbed my keys or something, I don't remember. But I was like they didn't wanna come with me or something, I don't even remember, but I was like, "Okay, stay right here." Like, I'm literally, like, across the street in a neighborhood street, not like a big street or anything. I'm like, "I'm just gonna go." Like, I have to open my garage door, reach around the back, and come back out so I can see them at all times, right? So and I kinda noticed this weird van in my neighborhood, but I was like, "It's probably just, like, a repair van or something, like, they're in someone's home doing something, whatever." Literally, as soon as I stepped into my garage and was out of sight, this van zoomed down my street, and I ran out so fast, and, like, obviously, they drove by, nothing happened, whatever, but that scared the fuck out of me. Like, it stressed me out so bad because here is my youngest child, and they were, like and granted, it could have been something different, but the way that it felt to me, right, is as soon as I was out and they were going fast for a neighborhood. So as soon as I was out of sight, this white van, not like minivan, like other vans, zoomed down my neighborhood straight towards her. And so I said something on this site about it of like, "Hey, just, make sure you're mindful, just like watch your kids." Like, I don't know, this could have been a fluke, but it just really stressed me out. And granted, there were some moms and some parents that were like, "Oh my gosh, that's so stressful. It's so scary. Like, I'll watch." But there were so many people that were like, "It's a van. They were probably just driving. You're being paranoid." Do you know how often these things actually happen to children? And I'm like, the fact that it happens at all, I don't care if it doesn't happen a lot, which I really think it does, but I don't care how small the number is. The fact that it happens is enough for me to be very valid in me being stressed about people driving by my children when I'm not right there. Like, yeah,
they're probably also pedophile sympathizers.
probably, probably.
People disgust me.
They really do, and it's serious. It's so sad, like, how much it's out there, how ma
Mhm.
like, and especially for feminine human beings, right? Like, I think it's said to be
It's
like
all hysteria for us.
yeah, it's said to be like 1 in 3 women in your life have some sort of trauma, which I'm like, I feel like it's probably a bigger number than that, but it just it's yeah, I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't e
But yeah, it's I don't this world, this 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 world overall, yes, but also just like where we are right now.
Mhm.
It's not saying this is not a thing in other places, but it's definitely better in
Well,
other
it's just really
places.
frustrating living in a place that protects gun rights more than they do children's lives.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and I'm so sick
100%.
I'm sick of hearing that.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's one of the things where I'm just like, "Shut the fuck up, we get it." But at the same time, yell it from the rooftop because Susan didn't hear,
Uh-huh.
because she's still over here crying because her her gun rights might change a little bit, and she might have to do a psych eval before she obtains another
Yeah. God
semi-automatic weapon.
forbid.
Like, I just can't. I just can't with people. I
Ugh.
fucking hate people.
Seriously
I
though.
hate the way that people are so, like, jaded about it now. It's like, "What the fuck?"
Mhm,
And it's like with the okay, let's just bring it on back to women's rights and uteri rights. The
mhm.
fucking Handmaid's Tale.
I haven't even
I
seen that, and
haven't
I'm
seen it.
scared to see it.
I haven't seen it all
Okay,
the
yeah,
way
I
through,
haven't.
but I've
Oh, okay.
seen bits and pieces of it, and it wouldn't surprise me. It's just like The Purge at this point. Eventually, it's gonna happen if something doesn't shift, if something doesn't change, and that
I don't
scares
know.
me, but at the same time, it's like, what else are we going to do but figure out how to survive it? So, great.
Yeah. I know. I'm, like, scared to watch all these shows now because everyone's like, "Oh, that's basically we're in the beginning stages. We're getting ready to live this out." And I'm like, "I don't maybe I should to see, what's coming," but
I don't know. I don't know.
I just don't get how we are where we are right now.
Like, as a society,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's
Yep.
pretty wild that we're here,
Mhm. It is.
but it won't be like this forever.
No, it will not.
Like, that's the thing is that it will not be like this forever. Things will like, eventually something has to shift, something has to change. Even if it gets worse before it gets better, something will shift, something will change, and eventually we will get better again. Things will be
Yep,
better again. It's the way the world works. I
it's
think that we
true.
had a lot of good and we took a lot of good for granted for a long time.
Mhm.
And so now energy has to balance out before we can have the good again. Not saying
That's
that
right.
there's no good. There's good in everything that happens, but like not that. Mm, I don't know if that's what I'm like. That's not what I meant to say. Like there is good that we can find day to day. Maybe not
Mhm.
every moment, but there is good to be found in this world, no matter how fucked up it is. We
There
just
is.
have to be the ones to search for it.
Mhm. Ugh. What topic do you have for us today?
Oh, well, mine is quite the opposite. Mine is very different.
Yeah,
Okay. Um, Mine is a self-care topic because I'm really
okay.
big into that.
I love that.
So I know I reached out to you today because today is the 1-year mark of my very first solo date where I took myself out to brunch for the very first time in my whole life.
Mhm.
I went to my favorite restaurant by myself, took my book, read, and had a delicious meal and drank my favorite drink in the world, which shockingly enough is not Diet Coke. But I and it was such an experience that I have been making it a point to do so fairly often. Not often, but, like, more than never. So that is my topic today is solo dates, and how important they are because, like and you don't even have to spend money, like, granted, like, my usually my solo dates is taking myself to a meal. But you don't have to spend money to
Mhm.
treat yourself. You can literally go to a park, go on I wanna say a hike, like, you can go on a hike if you're smart about it and you're not doing it at night by yourself when there's an active serial killer out there,
And someone knows where you're going
and
just in
someone knows where
case.
you're going. Like, as long as someone can, like Charyssa, so as long as you have my location at
Mhm.
all times,
Yeah,
I'm fine.
yeah.
but, like, we don't need a rerun of boyfriend taking me to camp at 10:30 at night.
Nope.
But,
Nope.
like, so you can I think that a lot of the times, like okay, hold on. Can I restart what I'm
Yeah.
thinking? Sorry, my
Yes.
brain just got away with me.
No, you're good.
So, with solo dates, they are so powerful, okay? They are so empowering. Before I started taking solo dates, I would look at the people on solo dates and just be like, "Oh, how sad they don't have anyone to eat with. Maybe they should join us." Ah, that's weird, right?
It's not sad.
I love Okay, I love going out to dinner or brunch or whatever by myself.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong. I love eating with boyfriend. I love going out with boyfriend. Like, it's great. I love going out with my friends. That's fantastic. Don't get me wrong. But there is something so different about being able to walk into Olive Garden, sit my happy ass in a booth, order whatever the hell I want without even having to like think, oh, is it, without having to think about anyone else, just what I
Mhm.
want, and order that tiramisu and not feel bad about it because gonna, not that anyone would judge me, but like that
Yes.
inkling in the back of your mind, like, I don't
Mhm.
have that because it's just me and I know I'm good for it. And to be able to sit and read a book or not read a book or whatever you want to do and take your time and
Mhm.
just be. It's like, okay, going back to a couple weeks ago, it's got I feel like that itself should be a type of rest, is taking yourself on a solo date.
Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure. I agree.
Like, because it's like, for me, it's empowering because I am doing this. I am treating myself because I am worthy of being treated well. Not
Mhm.
saying that those in my life are not treating me well, but I deserve to treat myself well, and
Yeah.
I deserve to treat myself
Mhm.
because I am me. No other reason. Not because I'm popular, not because I'm wealthy, not because I'm this, not because I'm that, because I'm me, because I
Mhm.
am here, and because this is my life, and why the hell not? Like, romanticize your
Yep.
life.
Yep. I love that so much. I think it's so important to do those things, and like you're saying, it can look different for everyone. You don't have to go out. Some people are not people who like to go out in public anyway, but, like,
Mhm,
doing something, like, purposefully and being mindful of doing something for yourself, by
mhm,
yourself, I think it's so important because you're like you said, you're showing yourself that you're worth it. You are loving yourself. You are, like, showing yourself what you deserve. I think that's so
exactly.
beautiful. I love that.
I love that. Like, I think I don't know. So peop okay, I I'm gonna keep talking about going out and taking yourself out to dinner
Yeah,
for a minute
please do.
because that's honestly one of my favorites. Like, brunch and dinner are my favorite things to do by myself out of the house.
Mhm,
I because since I hate eating alone at home, I hate
mhm.
cooking for myself because it's just not proportionate. It
Yeah.
doesn't make sense to do it a lot of the time unless I'm, like, meal prepping, and it's like, then I have to clean all by
Ah, the
myself, and I hate
cleaning.
it.
Yeah.
I hate
Yeah.
it. I do it, but I hate it. So, like, for me, a date is me taking myself out to dinner or me taking myself out to brunch or whatever. But, like, it doesn't have to be Olive Garden, you guys. Like, just so you know, you don't have to go to Olive Garden. If you don't like Olive Garden, don't go. I think you're crazy because that salad and soup, like,
Mhm.
plus
And
they
the
have
breadsticks
minced
and
oh,
everything. Oh, their
everything.
minced.
Everything I'm not supposed to eat. Oh, it's magic.
Yes.
But, like, what I okay, I started finding myself in these little dates that I took myself on. I started realizing when I go out places, the things that I would order weren't things that I want because I wanted to please everyone I was with all the time. I wanted to
Uh-huh.
if I could anticipate something they would want, I would make it happen even at my own expense. And I started recognizing a lot of the things I used to do when eating out and going places, places I would go, things I would order, weren't things that I wanted, but I knew they would make someone else happy. So cool. I did it. And I missed out on a lot of really good food
Uh-huh.
for things that were fine, like they were good, but they weren't what I wanted. And now I'm just like, okay. So um from the conversations I've had with boyfriend, he is not a fan of Olive Garden. I am
Boo.
That's fine. It's cool. It's cool because that's like my go-to place. Like that is one of the places.
Nice, you get to keep it as yours, I love that.
So, um Olive Garden and Plates and Palettes, nope. Plated Dreams, sorry. Um, those 2 are the most empowering places for me.
Okay.
So I like, they're the places that I will walk in and I have no fear that I am there alone. I
Love
haven't
that.
quite worked up to that point with, like, Texas Roadhouse or,
Yeah.
um, other places,
Texas
really.
Roadhouse is also just really loud, though.
It's yeah, so, I mean, it's not like I can hear people anyways. You'd think that it'd be easy to just, like, go
That's
in and
fair.
sit down. But I think it's just such a social place that it's like,
Yeah,
I'm not there yet. I'll get there eventually. But then again, boyfriend likes that place, so he'll probably go with me.
that's fair.
But it's like I love that he's not a huge fan of Olive Garden because I don't feel bad when I want Olive Garden and I go without him. Because that's still something I'm unlearning is the guilt of not being able to
Ugh,
take people with me. Because
like, guilt
sometimes
in every area.
there is fucking guilt in everything. So with solo dates, do you know how much more affordable it is to take yourself out on a date instead of taking you and someone else too?
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, I could do that, like, all the time if I wanted to, by myself.
Yeah?
But if I want to take someone else with me, anyone else, whether it's a friend or a significant other, I have to, like, make it dwindle down quite a bit
Mhm.
because it's like, "Oh, shit."
Budget
Because
it
I
out.
am the type of person where if it is not said beforehand that like, if it's not specified, I'm assuming that I'm the one that's going to be picking up the bill. Not because that happens all the time, but that's just the way my brain works because I had an ex, I don't even remember how long ago, but every time we went out, it was always like the first couple of times it was a joke where it was like, "Oh no, I forgot my wallet." And I will never, cause like the first time it happened, I wasn't expecting to pay because like it had already been talked about that
Mhm.
he was going to pay and all of this stuff. And then "Oh, I forgot my wallet." But it wasn't like "Oh, I forgot my wallet." It was like he looked dead serious and I straight panicked and I was like, "Well, I didn't even bring my wallet. So I don't know what to do here." And it stressed me out so bad. And then of course, being a jackass would think it was so funny that I got so stressed out the first time that it became a running joke for him. And, I mean, granted, I only, like, saw him a couple times after that, and then I was done. I was like, "This isn't
Mhm.
funny, and
Yeah.
you're not as charming as you think you are, sir."
Mm.
So, cut that off, thankfully. Um, but, like so I will never be put in that position again. So, I don't go out as much as I used to. I say used to. I don't go out as much as I would had I not had that experience and recognize I will never go to dinner if I cannot pay for every single person at the table,
Okay.
unless it is specified, very much so specified, that either we're going Dutch or the bill is being taken care of, because I
That's
will
fair.
never be put in that situation again. And that had nothing to do with my topic, but everything to do with your topic, with how fucking expensive everything is and that we can't afford anything.
For
So I
real.
call that a full circle.
I love it.
But yeah, no. So solo dates. And I think that it's very like, so my big thing, sorry. One of the main things in my brain with solo dates and how important they are and why they're important. Like I said before, it's a lot of it is being like learning about yourself
Mhm.
and like taking that time. Not even going out to eat, learning about yourself, but if you are mindful and you're taking yourself on dates, whether it's at home or elsewhere, or doing something that you want to do by yourself, not on the phone, not FaceTiming, not knowing that someone's a few tables over because, and you're kind of together, but not really, just by yourself and just being and doing things that you want to do. Like, haven't talked about it in a while, but my bachata classes. Those are
Oh,
dates that I take
yeah.
myself on
Mhm.
because it's something I want to do. Taking myself to dinner. I actually um have a paint and sip thing that I'm going to go to. I have a voucher that I got for myself so I could actually do it because I've always wanted to and it just never
Nice.
happened. And it's like, so my biggest thing is that I wish I wish that everyone knew that it's okay to do solo dates, to date
Mhm.
yourself,
Mhm.
even if you're in a relationship, even if you're married, even if whatever, you should still be dating yourself. Because once you recognize how you deserve to be treated in a relationship because you're doing it yourself, your
Mhm.
standards for a partner are not going to be bare minimum anymore.
Mhm.
Because it's that whole mindset of, if I can treat myself better than you can treat me, why do I need you? Why do I want someone who's not willing to put in the effort that I put into myself?
Yep.
Especially in a romantic partner. Like,
Mhm.
for me at least, like, I don't expect my friends to put forth the effort that I put into myself. Granted, you excel quite a bit. Like,
Oh, good.
there are certain people out there who excel quite a bit, but in general, I do not expect my friends to be able to meet me at on the level of care that I give myself, especially now.
Yeah.
With my partner, it is a very hard pill to swallow because my expectations are not as bare minimum as I thought that they were going to be, and they did not stay at what I realized was bare minimum. As soon as I realized there was bare minimum, my expectations were raised because I deserve better than bare minimum,
Mhm.
not because I am some exquisite, one of a kind unicorn of a human.
But you
I
are.
am, but that doesn't matter right
Yes.
now. But it's because I am a human being and I know that bare minimum is not it. No one deserves bare minimum, period. If you are getting bare minimum, you deserve better. and I deserve better than bare minimum.
Uh-huh.
Because if I can treat myself better than my partner wants to treat me, then what the fuck are we doing?
Uh-huh.
Why am I wasting my time on someone who doesn't see me as the divine being that I fucking am?
I love that.
Solo dates, man. They boost your confidence.
I love that, as they should though. Like it's we really should, and it even just goes into taking care of yourself.
Mhm,
Like you really, really should. And I love that you pointed out these things that you notice that you're doing when you're out with other people because that's uh, people pleasing, I feel like, is
yes. Yes.
pushed so much, especially like
Mhm,
there's so many things that we've hit on tonight that I'm like, ah, being a feminine being raised in this society, there are so many things that are pushed on us.
mhm,
And people pleasing is such a huge one. We are, here to please people and to make things easy and whatever, whatever. No, we're not. We are all individual human beings, regardless of feminine or masculine or whatever. We all have all those qualities, right? We are all human beings and we deserve to take up space and we deserve to do things for ourselves and take care of ourselves and go out with ourselves. And I love that so much. And it's important to continue doing that because I definitely when I went through my divorce, I started doing stuff like that too. I remember the first time I went out to a movie by myself, I was so proud of myself because it was fun and it was great. And it was a little bit of a thriller movie too, which I was like even more proud of myself. um, but it was so fun. But now I'm like, as you're saying this, I'm like, damn, when is the last time? Like, I haven't done that. I mean, granted, I will say I've had some work trips that were nice. I got some solo time on like the travel to and from there. Um, but yeah, like being purposeful in taking time to do things like this. It's so important, especially when you don't have the time for it. You need to make the time for it.
mhm. My trip to Oregon, I did
Yeah.
not have the PTO to cover a trip to Oregon, so I made it an overnight trip. I made sure that it was, like, on a weekend and all of this stuff, but it was just me,
Uh-huh.
and if you haven't gone on an actual solo trip, I think we've talked about this before in one of our episodes. If you haven't done a solo trip yet, fucking do it.
Huh.
I mean, be mindful, make sure someone has your location so, like, you're safe and all of
Yes.
that jazz, but,
Yes,
like,
yes,
if you're
yes.
smart about it, like, fucking do it. It it is so different. It's so different than anything I've ever experienced. Even I wasn't even there for, what, 24 I wasn't even there for 24 hours because I
Uh-huh.
got in that afternoon. No, I got in that morning. No. Anyways, I wasn't even there for a full 24 hours,
Not a super long time.
and I had the best time. I really did because, like, I mean, granted, I got to see Glennon, Abby, and Amanda, like,
Yeah.
that was the highlight for sure. Like, my whole s I bless your hearts, I called you guys as I was still inside the venue, as I was walking out, and I was so just baffled and amazed and in
Uh-huh.
awe, and it was just one of the most incredible experiences ever. But aside from that, the trip itself was so freeing because I never thought I would ever travel alone, ever. I always figured I would have to go with someone
Uh-huh.
because that's what women do. They travel in pairs or in packs or with someone who could protect them.
Yep.
And then I realized I can protect my fucking self to a point. I will still always give people my location that need my location. I will still always
Yes.
make sure that I am staying in safer areas. If I have to walk and I don't have a car, I will make sure that everything I need is within walking distance and is available in daylight and it's safer than whatever.
Mhm.
I'm not stupid. Like, I'm not going and trying to get myself
Yeah.
taken. Not not that I expect I would be taken. Like, I feel like that time frame is probably past because I feel like that's the younger folk, but you never know.
You never know,
I
honestly.
know that Hannah Berner has a skit about it because she was talking about how she's, like, 32 or something, and she's like, "I feel like my chances of getting kidnapped are over now, so that's great." But at the same time, it's like, "Am I ugly?" But she does it way
What does
better,
this
of
mean?
course. She does it way, way better. But,
Yeah.
like, I'm just
It's 11,
like,
11.
I love that. I'm just at that point in my life where I'm like, I'm tired of feeling like I can't do things on my own. I can take myself on a date. I can take the trip by myself. I can fix whatever the fuck I need fixed. I
Mhm.
can I mean, granted, it's always nice to have help, especially if I don't know what the fuck I'm doing,
Yeah.
but I have the ability to do it myself.
Mhm.
And I'm saying this knowing full well that I did not have anything to do with my bed being put together when I moved in here. And that one was you, like,
Listen,
all all you and your husband. But, like,
we were there supporting you, okay?
it was fantastic because
There's
I
a lot
probably would
going
have broken
on.
that. But, like, and it's like moving my furniture around. I think I told you a couple weeks ago, like,
Yeah.
doing that by myself is so empowering. I don't need someone else, and that is
Mm-mm.
something that I really, really love, is that I keep forgetting, or I kept forgetting, and I keep reminding myself now, I don't need anyone. I can do it myself.
Yes.
I want the people that are in my life, and I think that that speaks more about the people than it does me. That if I am so self-sufficient, I know I could do this life by myself
Uh-huh.
miserably, and I would miss my people, like,
Uh-huh.
if anything were to happen. Like, if I didn't have you, like, that would really suck, don't get me wrong, but I could do it, like, I would survive,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't thrive, right?
Mhm.
But I am to the point in my life where I am aware that I would at least survive without anyone, but I want you there. I want my people in my life because you're just that badass.
That's so much more meaningful though than just like, "Oh, you're convenient to my life because you can help me in this area."
Mhm.
But knowing
And
like,
needing
yeah,
someone.
yeah,
If you need someone, it
need yourself. Be there
you
for
need yourself.
yourself. Mhm.
Exactly. And it's like, I used to be so codependent on everyone around me that I wasn't even me because
Mhm.
I was so codependent. And now I am not so codependent,
Mhm.
I feel. I mean, there are moments where I definitely am when I'm calling you and having a meltdown because I don't want to do my dishes, yet I need to get them done. And all you have to do is be on the phone
We
with
all
me.
have that. We all have that.
But, like, I agree with you completely. I think that it means more to want someone in your life than to need them in your life, because codependency isn't healthy, and I
Mhm.
can't lift you if I need you, if that makes sense.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because literally, it's like if we're in a pool and you can't touch the bottom and I can't touch the bottom, until I can touch the bottom, I can't lift you. I can't
Mhm.
keep you afloat while I'm
Yeah,
drowning.
yeah. Both just pulling each other down.
Exactly. So, we won't have to go to, like, the super shallow end, but preferably the 5-footer area. and then I
Okay, that's
can
as
help you
deep as
stay
my
up.
pole goes, okay?
I don't even know what I said before I brought up oh, just doing things alone is fantastic.
Yeah, whether you're
Like
in a relationship or not.
yeah, because, like
Just having your space,
having your
even if
space
you're living with someone else, having your own space is so
yeah,
important.
is so important. Not just for yourself, but for your relationship. Like, I know that I have been very blunt about this multiple times throughout the past 15 weeks? 15 it's
15,
been 15
1-5.
weeks, like 84 years. But, like, over the past 15 weeks, I know that I have talked about it multiple occasions, but I lost my I have a habit of losing myself in relationships. 'Cause I give everything I have to this relationship, and in turn, I give myself to the relationship, and I am left with not me. A form of me, but not quite me.
Mhm,
And when you take the time to solo date yourself like, solo date, to date yourself, to take time for yourself, to make it a point to be there for yourself, like, it's It's so beneficial and so crucial to your individuality, to your to being one part out of a two-part whole.
mhm,
Does that make sense?
mhm.
Because, like, yeah, because of everything we've already talked about, and I'm not gonna repeat it.
I love that though. It's such an
Me too.
important I'm so glad that you brought that up. It's so important because we really do I feel like that's a common thing, especially in relationships. People just lose themselves and you have this identity of partner or you have this identity of worker and parent and whatever, but you still need to have your individual identity and to know what and who that is and to continue to understand and discover and love and all of the things for yourself. That's so
Mhm.
important.
It really is, because if you don't do that, then you'll end up introducing yourself as someone's partner instead of as yourself.
Mhm.
Super important to be yourself. I feel like that's
Yes.
what we've been hitting on a lot. I mean, granted, we've been hitting on self-care a lot lately too,
Yeah.
but, like, being yourself and knowing yourself
Mhm. And owning it.
and
Take
owning
up
it.
space.
Take up space and treat yourself. You're
Yes.
fucking here. You're living a life that's hard. Treat yourself every now and then.
Uh-huh.
You know, that
Mhm.
I'm not encouraging anyone to, like, put themselves in, like, a financial predicament or, like,
That's fair. You gotta be
gorge
smart with
every
it.
day, and unless you're into that, like, but I'm not telling you what to do. Be
But
smart, be
even
healthy,
then,
be safe.
be
Okay. So with that
cool.
being said,
Alright.
that is a wrap on this week's episode. Thank you so much for joining us in the chaos.
We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to subscribe, leave us a review or a comment of your favorite moment or what you'd like to hear next, and share it with your friends.
And don't forget to follow us on social. We're on TikTok, Instagram, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Until next time, keep embracing the madness.
We'll see you.
Next Tuesday.
Ooh, bye.
Bye.